When a franchise has been around for a long time, there's bound to be some interesting looking merchandise, and One Piece is no exception. From officially licensed to bootleg, we are going to be looking at some weird, obscure, and dare I say, cursed One Piece merchandise that I found online. We're going to be starting off strong with this vintage One Piece toy from Italy. A stretchy, rubbery toy of Monkey D. Luffy.
Es una pasada. Hola, chavales. ¿Pero qué es esto? No he tenido nunca ninguno en mi vida. ¡Wow! ¡Qué pasada! Tengo miedo a que se rompa. ¡Wow! ¿Pero qué es esto? Este músculo en Luffy.
It was released by the toy brand, I don't know if it's GIG or GIG. I do recognize this logo though, it looks very familiar. But it was released in 1999 and I can't really find much information about it, but it does look like it was only sold in Italy. But if anyone else out there has any memories of maybe seeing this toy and you live outside of Italy, then let me know. When I found out about the existence of this toy, it was around 3 a.m. and it was just absolutely frying me because, oh my gosh, he just looks so cursed, guys. Like, I initially thought that this was a bootleg item, but no, this is official merchandise, guys. And just look at the kid on the back stretching Luffy into oblivion. I wanted to buy this, but it's all like 100 plus euros online anywhere I find it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy that for that much money, but I'm sure someone out there would. I'm sure someone out there has, because I mean, if you're like a super huge One Piece fan, why wouldn't you want this? I mean, like I said, I want this, but I was just not willing to drop that much money on it. Maybe one day I'll go to Italy and maybe I'll go to like a flea market and I'll just stumble across one being sold for like 10 euros. Then I'll buy it. And I'm not done. I'm not done with you Europeans. Sorry if you hear a loud banging noise. Like a that's just the air conditioning system. Anyways, but I'm not done with you Europeans yet. Because now we have Luffy taking a poopy. Okay? So this was another late night internet find, and I definitely learned a lot about a culture that I was not familiar with this. So this is called caganer. I think like you say like el caganer, which means like the pooper or like the defecator. Those are the two things I've seen online. Basically, these figurines have been around for a few centuries and they originate from Catalonia, so it's more part of like Catalan culture. But there is a whole company that sells these handmade. They're made out of clay and they ship all the way from Spain. I don't know why anyone would buy this. So yeah, I I bought one. There he is. Yeah, so remember how I was saying that I would not buy the stretchy Italian Luffy doll because of the price? Well, this was still cheaper than all the listings I've seen of those, because this is 20 euros, but after shipping and import fees, the import fees were not included in the shipping. I thought they would be, but they weren't. Yeah, I spent, I want to say almost $80 on this. But guys, we have Luffy taking a poopy. Okay, the D in Monkey D. Luffy stands for Dookie. Okay, we got Monkey Dookie Luffy. So this is actually a Christmas decoration. They typically go with nativity scenes, but you put them like far away, and it's supposed to be like a peasant taking a dump to fertilize his plants and food and stuff. So yeah, and you can find many of these little caganeros or caganeras made to look like many different characters and celebrities and politicians. The website I bought this from actually makes a they make a Hello Kitty one, and I wanted to buy it, but after buying this one, I was like, yeah, that's a lot of extra money I don't feel like spending right now. So I did not buy the Hello Kitty one, even though she has pink poop. Okay, her poop is pink, just like mine, after I've had too much Pepto-Bismol. No. But yeah, we have Monkey Dookie Luffy here with us, and he's going to be in the Christmas decoration bin. Yeah, I think it's great. I wanted to buy more merch for this video, like more merch that I've come across for this video, but honestly, that kind of took up a lot of my budget, that and like I have bills to pay, y'all. I can't just buy a bunch of One Piece merch at once, okay? Like, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Especially a lot of like the vintage ones, they're kind of expensive, so yeah. But anyways, moving on to the next one. Alright, next I want to talk about this mini Sanji figure that I found on eBay. Like, he's not even 5 centimeters tall, y'all. Like, and he's just completely hollow on the inside. Like, he does not have a single thought going on in that head. And I was trying to find where this comes from, but I did find one Japanese website that was selling a lot of these similar figurines of other One Piece characters. So yeah, clearly, like, I'm pretty sure this is officially licensed. Now Zoro, my man, what happened to you? I'm pretty sure this is a bootleg figurine, because like honestly it doesn't really even look like Zoro, and his lips look like mine when I've peeled off way too much dead skin. Like, someone get this man some Vaseline. And I do want to talk about something super jarring, super scary, super cursed, and that is Hatless Chopper. Why do they make figurines of Hatless Chopper? Bro, this is so jarring. He's practically naked, y'all. This is like when you meet someone and they always wear glasses, but then you see them take off their glasses and they look really weird. And I know this because I've been told that I look weird without my glasses on. But this is what it's like. It's like, but it's worse. This is worse than looking at someone who usually wears glasses that doesn't have their glasses on. This is more strange. This is more weird. Like, I don't like it. He needs to put the hat back on. And there have been a plethora of keychains made for One Piece, but I just kind of want to talk about some of the really weird ones that I found. I did find this one of Usopp and Sanji carrying a fish, and it was being sold on Depop for $55. $55. And it doesn't even have the actual keychain on it. It's just the figures. Like, the keychain is gone and they're reselling it for $55. But I did find a picture of this keychain that shows the other side of it, and Sanji's face looks kind of cursed, I'm not gonna lie. But I also can't see it very clearly. But this one picture led me down a rabbit hole of so many like different goofy keychains. Like this one where Nami is crying and Luffy is like yelling. And considering that Nami has a bandage around her arm, I'm gonna assume this is from the Arlong Park arc. And then there's like a keychain of Zoro wearing like those barrel helmet thing that I vaguely remember seeing this. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. As of this moment, as I'm recording this, I just finished watching the Fishman arc. So, like, I'm still not very far. Even though, what episode am I on? 580 something? So, it's honestly taking me a long time to watch this anime because I am a slow watcher when it comes to shows. Like, it takes me a long time to finish shows in general, and yeah, One Piece is no exception. But then there's like the Luffy keychain right beside it. Luffy just has like this goofy smile. And then I found a keychain of like the Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy keychains, and Sanji's is the goofiest because why are his legs twisting like that? Like, he looks more rubbery than the Rubber Man. And then we have the scariest one of all. This one keychain of Usopp. I think it only looks scary because of like the resolution and the brightness. Like, it's kind of, I don't know if uncanny would be the right word, maybe, but I don't know. He looks a little cursed. He's a little cursed, guys. I can't believe I forgot to mention this one, but we also have this duo keychain of Nami looking gorgeous as always, but then we have Luffy right next to her eating this fish and looking kind of chopped, but in the best way possible. Alright, I want to talk about some collaborations because One Piece has had a few brand collaborations in the past when it comes to merchandise. And I mean, okay, One Piece is always having brand collaborations. I mean, there's like, you know, the Popeyes brand collaboration, but I don't think you get any merch with that. I think it's just like special food or whatever. But I didn't eat the One Piece meal because the closest Popeyes to me is like 45 minutes away. I didn't know if it was worth driving 45 minutes for Popeyes, so I just didn't go. But real quick, I want to talk about a bootleg collaboration that One Piece has, which is with the Rubber Chicken Factory somewhere in China, because what is this? What is this? Okay, I will say Luffy's at least looks like a rubber chicken, but Chopper's is just straight up scary. Like, that is genuinely terrifying. I don't even know how this got approved to even be made. Like, I know it's a bootleg, but still, like, there had to be someone that there has to be people who oversees the bootleg productions and goes like, oh, that's too creepy, that's like too horrible to sell, you know what I mean? Like don't sell that, that's scary, you're gonna scare children away if you sell that. Like, there's, I don't know. But yeah, Chopper's rubber chicken is very scary. This is very scary. This should not exist. But I also discovered these little tiny peanut shaped figurines called Koonuts, and Koonuts, they have collaborated with a lot of different brands like Disney and other animes. I think like Naruto and Demon Slayer, also Pokemon and One Piece. You can't buy these brand new anymore, but you can buy them on eBay. This one I was looking at, I wanted to buy so bad, is this Jinbei one because he's just so cute.
So cute. So cute.
There's even a Kuna of Gold Roger, which I think is pretty cool because honestly I feel like we don't really get much merch of him except for like some figurines. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. And there's Kunas of a lot of other, like lots of other One Piece characters that you don't often see merch for. So I think it was pretty cool. And the next collaboration seems to be from a company that doesn't exist anymore called Unifive. They were an independent Japanese toy company, but I think they got bought out by who? Oh, they were bought by Bandai in 2001. And it looks like the company kind of just ended in like 2006. But they did have this toy line for a while. I might butcher the name of this toy line, but I think it's Decay. I don't know. But they collaborated with multiple animated series using this toy line, including One Piece. And they're these very blocky characters, and they made a lot of these figurines of so many different characters that we never get merch for. Like Panda Man. And yeah, I don't know, I think that's really cool too. Like, if your favorite One Piece character doesn't really get a lot of merch, like, you're probably gonna have to look in, like, vintage toys. Like, you might want to, like, do some digging on eBay or something. Like, you might find something. Unfortunately, that seems to be the only way. But, yeah, I think these are really cool, but they did come out with plush versions of the Straw Hats, and honestly, they're kind of weird looking. Because they're just square, blocky plushies. Like, they low-key look like Roblox characters. I'm not gonna lie. They're very goofy looking, but I love them. Plushies in general can be kind of hit or miss, especially these round one plushies. Their faces are kind of creepy in my opinion, especially Usopp's. I don't know. I think it's the teeth, maybe? I also found this Robin plush that makes me look like I'm looking at her face through a fisheye lens. Before I wrap up this video, I just wanted to mention some honorable mentions. Like these small Luffy figurines where his arms stretch out and they even twist. I also found this Luffy toy where he has suction cups on his hands and feet, and he also has a little speaker in the back. This is one vintage One Piece merch that I really wanted to buy for this video because I wanted to put batteries in it to find out what he says. But again, budget ran out. I don't know. I should have put this in the collaboration section, but Crocs did release a line of One Piece Crocs, and they're all pretty cool, but honestly, Chopper's is kind of cursed because, like, they skinned my boy and turned him into a pair of shoes, y'all. But speaking of Chopper, some of my favorite Chopper merch are his figurines. Like this one where he's bawling his eyes out after being able to see, like, the cherry blossoms for the first time. But one of my favorite genres of Chopper figurines are the ones where he's in food. Because, like, Chopper, get out of the way, you're gonna get eaten! And that is all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed looking at weird and obscure and cursed One Piece merch with me. Let me know if you like videos like this. I personally like to talk about things like anime, which is what I'm doing in this video, Decora fashion or J fashion in general, and K-pop. A lot of my videos are about K-pop, so I'm trying to, like, bring some variety to this channel. So my last video was about Decora, and this video, like, I'm bringing up my love of anime and my love of One Piece, even though I'm not very far in the anime, but I'm a punk hazard. That's where I'm at. I'm at punk hazard. Yeah, if there are any other animes that you guys want me to make videos about their cursed merchandise, let me know, because this video was honestly a lot of fun to research for, seeing all of, like, the weird merch and whatnot. And there's so much. Like, with One Piece, there is so much. You can buy bundles on eBay of just, like, little tiny, like, One Piece merch, and that's how I found out about some of these. Like, the Kunuts because I saw someone listing a bunch of One Piece merch, just small ones on eBay, and they had a bunch of like the Kunuts, and I was like, those are interesting. Let me look into those more. And I think they're adorable. Like I said, I really want to buy that Jinbei one. I forgot to do outfit check. Okay, so we have the straw hat. We have the straw hat. We have the One Piece shirt. But y'all gotta see this One Piece shirt, okay? It's not just any One Piece shirt, but it's sparkly. Y'all see the sparkles? It's sparkly. That's the necklaces. I have this Nami necklace from the Mugiwara store in Japan when I went a couple years ago. And this is just a regular, just fun, cute necklace. And I have some candy bracelets. Next we have Chopper. And these jeans I got from Depop. They're Fashion Nova jeans. They are actually like way too long on me. But alas, I have them. And yeah, that is today's fit. Bye!